Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, we're going to look at some of the new features that have been enabled in ChatGPT. It's like the coming of the DeepSeek has motivated and inspired ChatGPT and OpenAI to bring quite a lot of improvements to their AI tool, ChatGPT, of recent. And I've noticed quite a number of changes just after the coming of their biggest competitor, which is the DeepSeek. Recently, DeepSeek had appeared to be much more reasonable and is able to provide much more information and much faster than the ChatGPT. And it's gaining ground gradually with the improvements that it is receiving, even though there are a lot of caveats to it. But then I noticed that because of the coming of the DeepSeek, a lot has started improving in ChatGPT. So in this tutorial, we're going to highlight some of the few things I've noticed that I think are good things that are attached or added to ChatGPT that if you can harness the usage, can actually help you in using it much better. So, first of all, you have to start by opening and logging into your ChatGPT account. This is the desktop version, of course, and then you'll be brought in over to this very platform. As usual, we do have the chat history down here, and these are collapsible. You can collapse them in and out, and you have access to, you can search the chat. Okay, you have this option to search for all the existing chats. If you have a number of chats that you have directly, you can on your own, if you know the name of a chat, you can just search for it directly and you'll be able to see the related chats that you have given, and you can refer back to any of them during your search. Okay, so it's very easy to search for chats directly, and over here you can always start a new chat and be brought in over here. Okay, so like as usual, you have the message center or the chatting area of ChatGPT, and then you have these two tools are very new, this search and the reasoning tool. It functions more or less like the deep thinking in DeepSeek as well as the search. It gives you the opportunity to search the web in DeepSeek as well as the search. So they now enable searching the web as well in ChatGPT. So the reasoning also enables you to think before you reason. Just like the way you have the DeepSeek, it is thinking before it reasons. Sometimes you can see it is thinking out loud because you can see the thinking, you can see the write-up as it is thinking before it solves a particular problem. So they are like improving ChatGPT to think also, so to give much more reasonable answers. So if you have a much more complex problem, it requires ChatGPT to think. So it may likely take more time before it responds to your question. So these are two new features. And of course, in the plus side, you can see we can attach files and chat with it directly. You can attach files directly from your Google Drive, or you can upload files from your system and you can deal with them directly. You can chat directly with your PDF documents. You can ask questions about them and you'll be able to do many more things directly. So, but for a start, we're going to come to this. Let's start to learn how to use these two features, the reasoning as well as the search tool. All right. So let's ask some basic question. So let's say we have this question. So if all humans are mortal and Socrates is a human, what can you conclude? Explain why. So this can require some reasoning. You can enable the reasoning and you can disable it, just like the way you have it in ChatGPT, in DeepSeek. You can enable it. So let's say we have this to reason and we hit on enter. So it's going to show that it is reasoning. Okay, it's reason about mortality and Socrates for a couple of seconds before it gives out our reasoning. Okay, so examining deductive reasoning. So this is part of like the thinking out loud like you have in DeepSeek, and then the conclusion is that Socrates is mortal, and here is why. Premise one, premise two, and deductive reasoning. This is kind of critical, but then it gives us what we need after thinking a little bit for some seconds. So you don't just give answers to the questions just like that. Now, one of the things also I notice is that we have this edit in Canvas, which enables you to edit the answers that you have in a particular prompt. You can click on it and it's going to bring you to a new canvas. Okay, syllogism example. So you can edit this. You can edit any section and you can add things if you're interested. This is within the canvas and you can copy this and take it somewhere after the editing. So this gives you another opportunity to edit your content before you take it up for next step editing or thereabout. So while you still have your charts by the side, okay, the chart that you have, you can still have them by the side. And whenever you are done here, you can always close on this. And it will just ask you, you want to save this? Yes, you save it, and it will just pop up a copy over here. You can always refer back to it. This is your like the canvas that you have edited. You can always refer back to it. This is the edited version of what you have, and you can always have access to it as well if you come over to this. This is open canvas, and you can be able to see all the things that you've edited. You can write anything, and you can always refer back to it at any given point. Now, this is one thing. Let me ask another critical question and ask it to search the web. All right, so this is mathematical. A train departs from station A at 9 a.m., traveling at 60 kilometers per hour. Another train leaves from station B at 10 a.m., traveling at 80 towards station A. If the distance between A and B is 300 kilometers, at what time do they meet at each other? So we can enable reasoning, or you can enable both of them, just like the way you have in DeepSeek. You can enable both of them if you're interested. So let's say we enable both, and let's see the reasoning that is going to give us. So now it is reasoning. Okay, so this is the thinking out loud, just like the way you have in DeepSeek. So it's thinking out loud before it now solves the question. So look at the thinking here. So to find when the train meets, I track their distances from their starting point, equate them, and solve for time x. Now this is the thinking. I calculated the meeting time. I calculated the distance the second train travel and verify the total journey from station A and station B. Totals 300 kilometers. This is thinking out loud, just like the way you have in DeepSeek. Now, after the thinking, now let's break down the problem step by step and then solve the problem. Now, this is the real solution to the problem, and it now solves it directly. And you can see the timing. They are going to meet at 11:43 a.m. That is the meeting point. That's the meeting time, and this is your answer. So this is very, very wonderful, and it enables ChatGPT to kind of connect better with humans so that you can see the reasoning, how a particular problem is solved, how it is being dissected, and then it kind of humanizes the thinking, not that it's just going to sound robotic and you just see the results. So it's a very, very good thing. So you can also edit this in the canvas. You can bring it into the canvas, and you can see train meeting problem. That's the canvas, the title that you have. And once you edit, you can edit any section, and you can see good job, for example. You can add many things if you're interested. You can add as many things as you want, and you can reduce or remove things if you're interested. Okay, good job. So once you're done, you can copy, you can close this, and of course you have to save the chart. Now this is going to be added to your chart, something like a comment that you have made within this. You can see you can always close, and you can always at any given point refer to it and make edits or changes to this. All right. So this is your edits based on the response, and this is your edit. So this is a train meeting problem. You can always come back, and you can always refer back to it anytime, right? So this is a new feature, and it's a very cool feature, and if you want, you can have it read for you directly. You can read out loud.
Formatting issues and removed unnecessary bold asterisks. Let me know if you need any further refinements.
Fantastic, because it can think out loud. It can also receive questions directly. So the good side of this is that you can have another feature that I noticed is that you can have verbal conversation with ChatGPT, just like the way you have in Notebook LM, that you can chat live with the AI and you'll be able to have answers to your questions. ChatGPT also enabled that feature. You can access that by coming down here to use voice mode, and you can click on this, and then you can enable it to start conversation, and you can start talking to it directly.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm here to help.
Right, you can choose the voice that fits you. You can go with Breeze, or
Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going? I'm really looking forward to working on some cool stuff together.
right. So let's start a new chat. Hello, my name is Dr. Rashid. Can you tell me about yourself?
Hello, Doc. I'm ChatGPT, your AI assistant. I can help with a wide range of tasks, from answering questions and generating content to assisting with research and video scripting. I see you're involved in education engineering, and content creation. How's your day going?
Yeah, I'm good. Very, very good. So I just have a few questions to ask you just to conversate with you and see how intelligent you are, per se. So I have some students coming into the university and their main interest is to study civil engineering. Can you tell them a bit about their prospect, what they should expect, and especially judging by the Nigerian context? I want you to localize the idea and sound like a Nigerian professor.
Ah, let's break it down like a proper Niger lecturer would. My dear students, welcome to the world of civil engineering. You see, civil engineering is the backbone of any developed society. Every road you drive on, every bridge you cross, and every house you live in was made possible by civil engineers. Now, as you begin this journey, understand that this field is not just about mixing cement and pouring concrete. It's about designing, planning, and constructing the physical infrastructure that keeps Nigeria moving. What to expect? First, be ready to think critically. Civil engineering is materials, structures, geotechnics, and even environmental sustainability because we must build with the future in mind. Second, prepare for serious calculations. If you are afraid of mathematics, you better start warming up now. From statics and dynamics to structural analysis and fluid mechanics, your brain must be ready for serious work. No shortcut. Third, fieldwork is key. You will go to construction sites, conduct soil tests, and even learn how to use surveying equipment. Forget that only theory mentality.
Yeah, so you get the idea. It's really, really interesting to have a very good conversations with it. So you can see it. Well, we even have a transcript of the conversation that we just had. Okay, so this is the what to expect, and then these are prospects in engineering, and these are the final words that you should expect from for the students. So this is very, very interesting, and these are new features that could make ChatGPT actually come back to life and be able to compete with the counterparts like the DeepSeek and what the competition is quite interesting because a lot of things are being unveiled nowadays. You should be expecting the unexpected to happen because of the competition is very, very high. DeepSeek is Chinese and they are bringing new features and it's completely free of charge, so these are some of the few things that I think you can play around with just for a start to have your hands in and start using. So for example, let's go back to new chat and then you still have access to all of these the trending things. You can see now, we can see Michelle Obama is trending, Marie Faithful is trending, Philip plane crash is trending. These are trending keywords that you can actually see based on the search. As you enable them, we're able to see based on chat. These are the things that are trending that you've just searched. Okay, and then down here, like I said, we have the other features. You can have create an image, make a plan, summarize text, code, surprise me with something. And then we can click on more option and then we can brainstorm ideas, analyze images and so on. Get advice on life problems and similar things. You can create image directly. I just create an image presentation or create an image of my pet. These are just an inspiration for you. So with just one click, and it's just going to give you that. I would love to. Can you describe your pet? Okay, it is a cat, black and white color. So let's see whether it's going to give us that. That second, adorable. Do you want the image to be realistic or more artistic? Yeah, make it realistic. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it is generating right now and you can see the speed. It just needs more detail about what kind of image or what kind of pet is it, and it's just going to give you, see, it gives us the image black and white color and with this much realistic feature. I think it's a good thing, very, very good thing that you can actually harness the power of this. So you can always go back to ChatGPT and you can always edit in Canvas, and the good side of it is that you can add the things up and you can download the image directly like this, and you can see it is an image generated by DALI, and you can see the detail prompt attached to the image. Once you click, you'll be able to see how clear the image is. You can see very, very clear and very sharp image, hyper realistic because it's created with DALI. So just go on and explore and see what you can do. You can close on this, you can start new chat, and again you can access getting advice, brainstorm, analyze images. You can bring in any image and ask it to analyze. Help me find what decade a photo is from, or translate text in an image, or write a poem based on an image or something. You can bring in the image directly from your computer and you ask it to analyze for you. Help me write about something. You can click on more, work a plan, analyze the data. You can have the data and you can help you analyze. So basically these are the some of the few things that I noticed about the chat GPT that comes in new. As we move on, I'll be putting in one or two things that I have noticed in terms of improvements. So something like a review of what has been added. But on my own, overall, ChatGPT is getting better and is really responding to the competition by DeepSeek and other related chat platforms. They are really making it to work faster and they are working tirelessly to make it better. So this concludes this basic review tutorial about the new things that I've noticed in ChatGPT. So please go ahead and explore them and see how you can use them to your own advantage. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.